Hey dolls, it's Kisa, your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another video. Today's video, we're going to go over what you need to let go of. This will be for my cardinal signs, my Aries, my Cancers, my Libras, and my Capricorns. If you are interested in a private reading, they are available 7 days a week at www.fortunexflow.com. Also, make sure that you're following me on the socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok. Come join my community of cuties for daily insights, a lot of tarot, and a little bit of astro updates. Either way, we have a good time over there. All right, let's go ahead and ground ourselves before we get into it. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Love that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. All right, so for my cardinal signs, what do you need to let go of? So you need to let go of situations that do not reciprocate your energy. I see you can be given to a lot of things that you don't get back. Not even a quarter of the energy. This has to do with work. This has to do with relationships. This has to do with even the way you show up for your community sometimes. Like, then, you know, community could be family, could be whoever, but it's like you're always the one that has to do stuff, and it's like you don't get support. You feel like you don't get support when you need it. This is leading you to feel really drained and potentially resentful. So Spirit is saying that you need to step away from this energy. You need to let go of this, and you need to go where you're appreciated, not tolerated, right? This is literally speaking about that. Me in America, no, I'm just playing. You might be kind of confused about how to do this or what to do. You have all the tools and all the resources. If you are working somewhere and you're considering leaving and you don't know how to do it, it'll come together. You'll figure it out. I see that there are some concerns as to whether or not you're ready. You might not necessarily feel confident in like walking away. Even if this is in a relationship, like you could be close to a person, but they don't want to commit to you and you're afraid of losing them. You need to be more afraid of losing yourself. But this is saying that it's time for you to call your power back. For Aries specifically, okay, it's taking you a long time to figure out the way to express yourself and clarify your emotions somewhere, but because of that, you're dealing in situations where it's like y'all got an arrangement or an agreement, but you're the only one holding on to that. Don't go for just something temporary. It's better for you to be alone than to take something that is not going to be withstanding, because it's actually costing you more work. It's supposed to be something like, it's like you might have a hookup situation, but it's not ever a hookup. It's like you have to do a lot of emotional labor to be with the person, and it's not even worth it for real. And that could also be for work. That could be for whatever it applies to. Okay, Cancer, you have to figure out when to hold and when to fold them. What you need to let go of is trying to be perfect and do everything and be everywhere all the time. You can't. You can only do what you can do. And also you need to find a way to, some of you might be trying to like live these totally separate lives. Like you're this perfect mother, and then like you also like got these friends you go crazy with. I'm not saying those are supposed to like intermesh, but like y'all can like have a barbecue and the kids can come there, because it's kind of like, it's like you live in a secret. It comes across as that you're living a lie, and also most importantly, it stresses you out. You have to figure out a way that you can balance your lifestyle in a way that aligns with you, but also you don't have to be so, I don't want to say you fake, but you don't have to like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. And that's for you to know that, right? Like, you don't have to have it all figured out. Let your hair down a little bit. Libra, they do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Do you want to be infamous, or do you want to be famous? you might be overthinking how to show up or how to get advancement somewhere. I see the old way of the way I see and I see the way you used to do things dying off and you figuring out a new way to move forward. Um, Most importantly with you, I just want to say, like, stop trying to do the thing and do it. Stop trying to stop being thirsty, right? Like, do what aligns with you and let go of this. What you need to let go of is being thirsty, trying to be seen, trying to be, I don't necessarily want to say perfect, but it's like you want recognition or acknowledgement for something that you really haven't done the work for yet. And you need to let that go. Okay? You need to let that go. Capricorn. What you need to let go of, this is wild. Capricorn, what you need to let go of is having to always be right. You always have to be right. You always have to know. You always have to know. You don't have to be right all the time. I'm also seeing that there's an energy where this is crazy because it's not even what we're talking about, but your finances are going to be increasing, but this has to do with you like getting out of your own way and not like you just want to run the show and you want to be the loudest in the room. You have to let that go. You are scaring away the opportunities. You have to move forward with fresh, renewed, and open eyes instead of kind of being like, you just like get to be a know-it-all sometimes, and it's really getting in the way of other opportunities that are out there and available to you. You gotta stop doing that. Okay, that's what you need to let go of. And what good positive thing is coming next for my friends? You're gonna get an unexpected message from a crush or an offer, something that you've been waiting for. I also see closing out toxic cycles, if you be at work, being it romantically, whatever that is, and something getting clarified for you. What's interesting about this has something to do with like you've been waiting to hear back a message, or you just been putting little pieces together to see, oh, is this or this that? No, you're going to get confirmation on that soon and shortly. Let's see what else we got going on. That's like went quicker than I wanted it to. Please remember to apply your discernment. A lot of you are not trusting or listening to your intuition, and you need to let go of avoiding that. You also are fighting over things that have nothing to do with your overall goal or purpose or alignment or desire or need. It's really given right now that y'all are really self-absorbed. And instead of looking at ways that you can be open and impact other people and support other folks in your community, or I don't necessarily want to say other people in your community. It's like you just absorbed with yourself and what you got going on, and that's okay. But I know I mentioned the community piece. People like to isolate, and they'll make it as though that they're the victim and that they're alone. But in order to be to live in a village, you have to be a villager. You have been going through a hard time, or there've been some ebbs and flows in your life, but you also things are going to improve. What's the problem is for you? You need to stick with a plan. You need to figure out what you're going to do and be consistent with that. But also, you are isolating because you don't want nobody to say nothing about what you're doing. You don't want nobody to have an opinion. And the thing about it is, they got good advice. They telling you right. You just don't want to listen. And your intuition is telling you that they telling you right, but you don't want to listen. So I mean, you can't really be upset that nobody's coming around, or that you haven't heard from people, or when you're the one isolating yourself or kind of like creating this dynamic. my advice to you is get out of your own way. You need to let go of self-sabotage. You need to let go of misaligning from your spiritual hygiene or your spiritual practices, because it's like you on here watching this video and you want to know what's like what you need to let go of, such, but like you could be you the problem. Stop creating a problem. All right, well, that was my reading for y'all. That was my reading for y'all today. Thank you so much for tapping in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.